Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And today I'm going to be playing the most overpowered vehicles at tier 9. And the way that I'm going to figure out what are the most overpowered vehicles is use the win rate difference on the Awesome Tomato GG website. So this will be the difference between the skill of the players who are actually playing the tanks and the results that they're getting. So without further ado, let's play the most overpowered heavy tank. Oh, is it a surprise? It is the Concept 1B. But I guess if we were looking at the tech tree tank, honorable mention must be made to the AMX M451. So why is the Concept 1B so good? Well, it's kind of easier to list the reasons why this tank isn't good, in all honesty. This thing's just an absolute beast in every area. It's super fast with 45 kilometers base speed that you can improve with the field mod. It's got enough view range, 400 meters. Its damage per minute is okay. It's not the shining light of this vehicle. It actually has a significantly worse rate of fire than the M103 within that regard. Gets APCR rounds as standard, which means that it has 1,478 meters per second shell velocity, which further allows the tank to just play like a sniper at decent distances. But its accuracy at 0.38 will hold this back. One of the reasons why my second build on this vehicle actually uses an aiming device, because I do feel that this thing is quite good with its sniping. And the reason why I'm not using vert stabs on this vehicle is because, well, it's got relatively poor accuracy. Its actual gun handling is really good, especially on the turret at 0.08. So you're not going to get too much benefit there from the vert stabs in that regard. So as we start the gameplay, today is the 25th of December. So depending on where you are in the world, Merry Christmas for yesterday or for today. And that's because a lot of European countries do celebrate on the 24th instead. So I hope you had a wonderful day, and if you're just waking up in the UK, or probably been up for a few hours now by the time I get this video out, if you're just waking up in the UK, the US, etc., etc., I hope you have a wonderful day today with friends and family. So let's see if we can spread a little bit of Christmas cheer to the enemy team. I'm just going to chill here for a second. We're in a nice matchup here. A little bit worried that the artillery might be at the back, ready to zing me. And we have a Type 63, and he has horrible hull armor. So that's a good start. I have to admit, this shell velocity is just lovely. Even at kind of like this couple of 100 meters distance, those kind of like milliseconds can mean all the difference. Where a slower shell at 800 meters a second will take substantially longer to be able to shoot those weak points. It just feels so nice to have APCR as standard. I like the Vents aiming device on this vehicle. The accuracy actually looks pretty good. 310 millimeters of gold pen on this vehicle isn't the best. What are you doing, Mr. VK? That was a really good shot. Will he come out for some more? He will. Unfortunately, we don't manage to get him. But yeah, the heat rounds on this vehicle as well. Good shell velocity as well, 1,173. Definitely one of my favorite statistics that a lot of people don't really take into account. What's that Patton tank doing? I would love to be able to drive up there, but it would be a nightmare. Man, so many Patton tanks over the last few days since Wargaming gave it to us. It has made the tier 9 matchmaking actually really quite easy compared to what it usually would be. Well, even though I've heavily invested into the accuracy of this vehicle, my shells don't seem to be going where I'm aiming them. But to be fair, I'm not really fully aiming it. I'm just firing at very small opportunities. Okay, so my team is actually down significantly by a couple thousand hit points. Not really feeling my impact in this battle. But you know what? It's still morning on Christmas Day. I'm just waking up, you know? Waking up ready to do this. Ready to, hopefully, get strong later on in the battle. I really need gold for his, I really need gold for that mid-plate there, the driver's hatch weak point that goes up. I should have really intuition switched for gold there and just fired one. Look at me trying to be cheap, but yeah, as I said, I like the shell velocity on these APCR rounds. Plus, I'm in such a nice matchup, it just doesn't feel right to be, oh, Patton tank. It doesn't feel right to be, oh, Patton tank. Okay, so you got to be careful with Patton tanks still. While they are mediums, they do hit just as hard as I do. So you have to watch out for that unless I track him. Oh, there's no way he doesn't have a repair crew, is there? Please tell me he doesn't have a repair crew. Oh, he actually does have a repair kit, though. He just didn't want to use it. Little sneaky lad. Or greedy lad, I should say. Hello, Mr. Patton tank. Oh, you bounced off my armor? What a shame. There's a Black Prince over there. Artillery uses a damaging shell. Only manages to track me, doesn't manage to damage me. SU coming over the hill. I want to get rid of this pattern tank as quick as I can. He actually tracked me and damaged me, but it made it so that my team could be able to get him. Can I get this LT-432? Probably should have repaired my tracks and turned my vehicle there. I think that was a bit of a misplay by me. And the SMCC-67 is actually over there as well. Oh, artillery hits me for 500. This isn't going too well so far. Is the SU going to try and crest the ridge? He is. I knocked the wall down, which will hopefully help some of my team at the back. Wow, this game is really heating up. Oh, they're all pushing down the alleyway. The LT-432 is dead behind me, so I don't have to worry about him. Just kind of annoyed that this VK's kind of just keeps on cresting out here. But maybe I can punish him. There we go, there's the shell velocity. Alright, okay, so if somebody can get rid of that VK, I can turn to get rid of these tanks here. I know he wants to shoot me as soon as I turn. I'm going to go for a gold round here on the 50 TP. He's actually round the corner. I'm going to switch back to an APCR for a quick one on the VK. Probably could go with HE on the VK now. I have that bad shell velocity. Where's that Black Prince? He's behind me, isn't he? Look at him trying to get those shots in from behind. These guys are doing a really good job. I love the flanking play by their tier 7s and the crossplay that they have right now. Okay. Good play by the Black Prince. I don't think our ELC is going to be able to dig him out. I'm seriously considering making a flanking play here. But, with the CC-67 in the middle of the map, I'm not sure I can do that. Also with the Black Prince above, I'm not sure I can do that either. Or I'll switch out to a gold round here for this CC-56. He's not going to crest the ridge, though. I think this T-10 is going to make a push play. I think he's making a push play. No? Dang, this is such an awkward position. A Black Prince above me, a CC-67 to my right, and the possibility of artillery about to start to go after us here. Tough game. Only 3,000 combined so far. They are below me. Here they come. Gonna have to get some friends here. Nice shot. I'm a one shot now. Black Prince could get me from above, as you can see. Is this SU-130 able to help me here? They got me. They got me. Well, 3,800 combined is not a great result for this tank, especially in this matchup. I feel like I played too defensively. I think it's, maybe I'm just warming up here. I should have probably been more offensive, tried to take more opportunities against the enemy team. But well played. The problem is that with a horrible side profile like this, unless we can keep our opponents in front of us, then this thing's armor isn't that good. And well played to the VK, still alive in the north. Well played to the Black Prince. Look at that, tank's 2 tiers below me, actually being really useful and stopping me from just doing what I want to do, which is to go up and just try and be that hold down tank against my opponents. So GG, well played to their support tier 7s. Alright, next, what is the best medium? Now, it is the Kampfpanzer, okay? But, look, I'm going to play the Char Futur 4 because that is a vehicle that's it is significantly behind, but I think it'll probably be more interesting for YouTube if I play the Char Futur 4 instead. Plus, the Char Futur 4 is one of my favorite tanks in the game, whereas the Kampfpanzer, it's unobtainable for the majority of players. Now, the Kampfpanzer is actually going to be a little bit more obtainable soon because Wargaming are going to be bringing it back inside the Onslaught shop. So if any of you have always wanted the Kampfpanzer, or alternatively the tank I just played, the Concept 1B, then if you missed it from Ranked, which hasn't been around for a couple of years now, you will be able to get the Kampfpanzer and the Concept from playing Onslaught. But I think you're going to have to get to Silver, and I think the Concept and the Kampfpanzer are still going to cost 20,000 bonds. So, hope you got those bonds saved up, and hope you're willing to sweat a little bit at Onslaught. Always feels a little bit brutal when Wargaming put vehicles behind, should we say, skill walls, because it's still tricky to get to Silver for a lot of players. Probably a lot of players are going to find it very hard to get Silver, but maybe now that they're bringing back the store, maybe more casual players will be playing in this season. Anyway, let's have a go in the Char Futur 4. So why is this tank good? You know, it's just got a great selection of ammunition. It's very accurate. It has a 4-round autoloader, although it does have a 4-second intra-click reload, which is a little brutal. The vehicle has great gun depression at 7.5 degrees, so that makes it oh so much more flexible than the Batchat is at tier 10. So it just all adds up. It's basically a Batchat dropped down a tier, and while it doesn't have the raw rate of fire that you'd be used to on the Batchat, its gun still packs an absolute punch. And this Object 140, he's going to have a really bad day against 2 Char Futur 4s. Like a really bad day, unless I aim like a donkey, apparently. There we go, there's one. I got one more for this 200 LT. Am I gonna... This is a bit greedy, I think. But greed kind of punished, kind of rewarded. I don't know. He high rolled and I low rolled. It could have been so much better. Hopefully I don't get hit in the side by anything, but they haven't got any TDs. Alright, so I missed one of my shells against the 140. I should have aimed that one a lot better. But we've taken the central position. And this is what's great about this vehicle. It has this kind of like uptime, downtime. And even though it's got bad damage per minute, its gun is just so consistent that it doesn't really seem to affect the vehicle's impact that much. If you have bad damage per minute in World of Tanks, you want to have one of two things. One is you want to have really good penetration, or number two is that you want to have an autoloader. And luckily this vehicle has the autoloader, so it doesn't matter if you've got bad DPM. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to have better DPM here and be able to now start to go after the Type 5 and the IS-3, but to have like a 30-second downtime and that consistent gun, oh, it's lovely. I do recommend vertical stabilizers with the Char Futur 4. This vehicle does have horrible gun handling, and the better vert stabs that you can use on it, then the better the gun performance will be. I'm actually appalled that I've cheaped out on this vehicle and I only use regular equipment, considering that this is actually statistically one of my best tanks. I perform very well in the Char Futur 4. I don't get many of my marks of excellence up to 100%, but the Char Futur 4 is one of the vehicles that I have actually got my marks up to 100% in. I just think it's just got the statistics in so many areas. It's weird because I haven't even 3-marked, like the 50B. Or the, oh, sorry, dude. Didn't mean to... Well, I'm going to get some shots as well. I'm sure you can adjust your position, my dude. I'm sure you can adjust your position just as well as mine. Oh, that was a really bad shot. Could be game losing. Hopefully my Char's got it. Another shell. He will. He will. He should have him now. Hopefully before he hits me. Thank you. Nice, look at that. What's better than 2 Char Futur 4s just having a tag team? Not much. Ah, this gun is just... it's indescribable. I don't understand why anyone wouldn't be doing fantastically in this vehicle. And, I mean, that's why the statistics show. It's boosting up its player's win ratio by more than every other vehicle at Tier 9 Medium apart from the Concept. Sorry, not the Concept. The Kampfpanzer. If you've tried the Char Futur 4 and you didn't particularly like it, I have actually done a masterclass video on this vehicle, and I would thoroughly recommend checking it out. Might give you some food for thought as to how you want to set this vehicle up. So I'm telling my little Char friend I'm going to help him out. I think attacking from this angle will be best. I've got 3 shots for this Type 5 heavy, so hopefully we can go after him. But man, I just love this tank. I don't know why, but every single time I play this vehicle, I do well. And more importantly, I enjoy myself. I think even in games where it feels hopeless, this tank does well. Even in games where it all feels like it's lost and everything feels like it's going wrong, this vehicle does well. And in games where things are going well, oh boy, does this tank feel great. In fact, we should probably just take a moment here while I'm reloading to do the thumbnail for the video. There we go, that's good. Oh no, maybe I can help my Char Futur 4 friend. I can help him. Oh, come on. Come on, you can survive, dude. I'll take the shot for you. I'll tank the shot for you. Come on, Char. We got this. Look at me, not him. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't set me on fire. Oh, what a team player I am. What a team player, Uncle Scrubby Baby. He's got 20 seconds on his reload. Oh, RT. Oh, no. Oh, please. Please, Type. I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Oh, he's actually doing a pretty good job. Why am I bouncing? I need to load gold here, obviously. Oh, God. Oh, please have mercy, Type. I was just joking. Please have mercy, Type. Oh, no. Nice guys finished last. Although I did fail my shots. I didn't realize how good that Type 5's armor is against the 267 gold. Oh, well. It was good anyway. 6,000 combined for the Char Futur 4. I love this tank. I thoroughly recommend it. It is the best way to spend your tokens. Now, look, results may vary. It's one of those kind of tanks that you kind of have to need to know about. Playing autoloaders, you kind of have to need to know about being in the right position at the right time. The opportunistic damage dealer. Have that confidence in your shots to be able to get the rounds in. But yeah, look, me and the other Char doing a fantastic job. Number 1 and number 2 on damage. Beautiful. Love, 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 love this tank. Really, I cannot tell you how much this vehicle is just... I just love this vehicle so much. Over 2 kills a game, 4,000 combined, over 4,000 combined at tier 9. Oh, it's just such a beautiful tank. It really is. I think it's a tragedy that I haven't put bond equipment on this thing so far. I'll have to maybe bless the Char Futur 4 if I can get some from Onslaught. Alright, so that was the best medium. Now we're going to have a look at the best light tank. So, interestingly enough, my favorite is the Char 75, but it's actually lowering all of the players' win ratio by nearly 2%. Crazy. I guess people just don't have the skill set to be able to play the Char 75, because for me it's one of the most fun and dangerous light tanks. Actually, the vehicle that's doing the best is the G-Saw with minus 0.63. So it really shows you light tanks, there isn't this big disparity between them. There isn't one overwhelming light tank at tier 9 that is so much better than all of the others. So let's have a go in the G-Saw. So, also, oh, look, do I need field mods in this tank? I still need one more. That's good. So hopefully we win this game and then we can boost it. And remember, your second win of the day, if you have a premium count, is really important. Your second win of the day with a premium count, if you can finish top 5 on damage, which the G-Saw isn't renowned for, will actually net you 3 times experience on top. And it stacks with the boost as well. So you can end up getting like a 10,000 experience second win of the day. So definitely worth investing it in a vehicle that you actually need in. So I've got 2 builds in my G-Saw. One is going to be like a damagey build, and the other one is going to be sneaky build, as you can see here. Now, just to clarify, a lot of you might want to drop vents for coated optics, but I like the all-round performance for the most part. But I have to admit, on my Manticore recently, after seeing a few of those awesome scout games, of the best scout games of the year, that both players were actually using bond optics, I believe, on their vehicle. It's something that I've been dabbling with as well, and going to see how my results, if they improve or if they don't improve with the Manticore. It always feels like going too high on view range, you reach like a saturation point. It just doesn't feel like it's worth it. So I'm still conflicted as to whether bond vents or bond optics on, should we say, like top tier light tanks are probably going to be the best thing to use. But when you think about it, by using the bond optics, you are literally just getting yourself kind of like, I feel like I'm useless if I just stay here with the Manticore. Okay, that is not good. That is really not a good start. About as bad of a start as you could possibly want to have. This was a absolute unmitigated disaster. Alright, so well played to the 13105. Pretty much just won the game right at the beginning. So the mistake I made is that I thought the Manticore was going to chill here, and then I thought, well, I'm useless if I just stay in the same place as the Manticore. So I was actually going to cross and then go over here, and I was thinking, well, if the Manticore hasn't seen anything, then surely we're okay. And then suddenly the 13105 appears and just absolutely decimates us. Oh god, that was not a good game. Okay. So, no, let's play. I'm going to break the rules a little bit, and I'll play the Char 75. And you can see that hopefully, sometimes it's not just the results of the tank that people are playing it, but I'm going to hopefully show you that the tank that, in theory, has the worst impact on win ratio at tier 9 can actually have good results. Oh no, I feel like I've completely loaded myself now. But that's why these are the games. That's why these are the games that I play for YouTube. We all have your 0 damage, 0 spotting games, and it was really just a super unfortunate situation where I wanted to go into the same position as the Manticore. The Manticore ended up just getting spotted at the most awkward time, and me too. And oh god, I think it's always tricky because you want to go into different places as a light tank, but if you don't communicate it, then how are you going to be able to work with the other player? So this is a really cool map for the Char 75. This map it's outrageously good. I'm super fast. I'm going to take the hill first. There is a T-54 lightweight. Now, if the T-54 lightweight goes up on the hill, I could be in trouble. One thing that a lot of people don't realize about the Char 75 is it's actually quite heavy. It weighs 30 tons. And so if you have controlled impact, which you will do from your EBR driver, right? Then this vehicle can actually ram really hard. So I will ram everything apart from probably the T-54 lightweight. But you know what? If I get a good ram on the T-54 lightweight, I will probably still take it if I get to ram his side. But I'd like to just make it up on the hill. So the Char 75 is an incredibly complex tank. It fires three round bursts. two 3-round bursts is what I'm trying to say. But I actually have to escape from these guys for a second. Okay. Now I'm going to turn. They'll probably focus on them. And I'm actually going to ram this LT-432. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Oh, wow, that actually got the kill. Yeah, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Maybe I can save him now. I can! I mean, I totally meant to do that. Yeah. I totally meant to what was that? I cannot honestly believe that guy got a ram kill by me shunting him backwards into the T-54, and then I was able to get the LT. You know, I think that was probably the best result that he could get out of that. Honestly, I was trying to ram the LT-432 there, but okay, we'll take it. All right, the hill is won. The game should be won now, right? Possibly. So the chart, as I said, it's got 2 sets of 3 rounds. And when the vehicle was first released, you could actually interrupt the fire by changing the modes, but you can't do that anymore. So unfortunately now you're going to have to commit to your shells. Okay, so I'm just waiting for an opportunity. I want to see if I can get this Patton tank or the UDES. Oh, I can. Oh. Should we go after him again? Bit dangerous. Oh, look at that. 800 damage. Oh, XMF in the side. Got to watch out for him. And that Patton is tracked out the game. And that's what this vehicle does, boys and girls. It is a voracious assassin of a vehicle. Absolute monster assassin of tier 9. 1,200 damage in your mag. The only thing that sucks about this vehicle is that the regular rounds have quite poor pen at only 200. And so quite a lot of people have to fire gold. And let's just say firing 6 gold rounds in a row when they cost like about 4,000 credits is not really great to dump kind of like 24,000 credits of ammunition. Like, imagine if I had gold loaded now. If I was to fire at that guy, I'd have to spend 12,000 credits to do practically no damage to him. So that's definitely one of the downsides of this vehicle. Alright, so I should probably be a little bit careful here still. Man, is that obsidian going to fall back and crest his lower plate for me? I think I can catch his lower plate. Probably shoot up into his armor from this angle. Man, the obsidian's a beast with regards to its armor. Can probably get him from here. I just want him to stop for a second. Doesn't seem to want to. I probably should have fired there, honestly. I think I should have fired against the obsidian. I need to jump on these opportunities. Well, I'm already doing better than the G-Saw. Although, it's quite easy to do better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Well, at least I had a 6k combined game in the Char before I failed in the G-Saw, right? Okay, so this is the part of the game that's pretty exciting for this vehicle, because now you're a fast vehicle and you can do some pretty good assault play. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, let me clarify. This could go absolutely horrendously here. This could go absolutely horrendously. If I get spotted out as I'm driving towards 3 dangerous tank destroyers, this might be my final charge. But hopefully I can proxy spot these guys. And then, bada bing, bada boom. Hopefully we get all the spotting now. See? There we go. We've even got the damage to boot as well. Kind of want to shoot him instead of him. Oh, more spotting for me. And then, one of my favorite things to do in the Char is at the end, when you're reloading and witness me, basically. Oh, what? No, that was mediocre. Oh, no. How could he... I can't believe he could easily shoot down on me, but he's such a tall tank. Oh, nightmare. Oh, I was going to go in and try and get like 300 ramming damage or something. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. What is it? Like 4,700 combined for a Char? It was a fun game. That's why I like this tank. I always seem to have fun playing this vehicle. There's so much opportunity for tomfoolery that I would massively recommend the Char 75. If you've got one, again, it's a tricky tank to play. It is definitely a tricky tank to play. But if you've got it from last year's boxes and you haven't given it a go since, I would recommend giving it a go. Okay, now we're going to be playing in the best tank destroyer. Now, this is a bit of a tricky scenario because if we do it by win ratio, it's actually the Ho-Ri that taught us the T95 and the WZ, which is only played by sweaty people of only 800 games. played in the last 30 days, which is crazy. Only 30 times a day on the battles and the European server. However, the T95 is there. It improves its player's win ratio by more than any other vehicle. And the Tortoise as well. And you know what? You don't have to ask me twice to play the T95. That is for sure. This is just an absolute epic tank in so many ways. I play this thing solo and I get a 67% win rate. I played like a little bit of a goof. So yeah, we'll boost that one as well. Shame I didn't get the win in the juice or QQQ. Okay, so T95. Let's go at it. So I like to set my T95 up differently to what a lot of people set their T95 up. So my ideology in the T95 is that the only thing that holds it back is its mobility. So as you can see, I use bounty protection technology, durability, and a bounty turbo. It would be better if you used a bond turbo. Much better. You go a whole extra kilometer an hour forwards, which makes a big difference on a tank which is limited to 25 with the bounty turbo. You go at 26 instead. Now, you might be thinking, what is that build? Now, the thing is if you use bounty protection technology, it means that you can pretty much get rid of the repair kit quite a lot of the time. And so I use fuel instead of a repair kit. And that gives this thing great traverse speed. It gives it great engine power so you can accelerate and you can even go up slopes at reasonable speeds. Because that makes this thing the unstoppable Zoom Turtle, right? Zoom Turtle, where's that come from? Well, this thing used to be called the Doom Turtle back when it was limited to 13 kilometers an hour. Then Wargaming, was it 13 or was it 14? I think it was 13. I think it was limited to 13. Then Wargaming upped the speed to 20, which was one of the biggest buffs probably of any tank in World of Tanks history. When this thing used to be limited to 13, all it would do is slowly trundle into one position and just hold that position. That's all it would do. If any of you remember, there was a map that's no longer in the game now called South Coast. And on that map, there was like a hill towards, I think it was the South Spawn on South Coast, where it was kind of covered by this ridge that looped all around. And so many T95s would just go into that position and just sit there and just say, come at me, bro. And coming at a Doom Turtle was tricky. However, now it's 2023, and this vehicle can not only go at 20 kilometers an hour without a turbo, it can be going along at like 25 with a turbo. Oh my lord, I won the G-Saw game? How did my team carry when we lost both of our light tanks? Ooh, did not deserve to win that, that's for sure. So driving along at like 24, 25 kilometers an hour on this vehicle almost just feels like you're cheating these days. And that's really not a good start for this tank. Oh well. So you might be thinking next, QB, you're not using a gun rammer on this vehicle? Yeah, I know. Like, I do use a gun rammer in one of my builds. One of my builds, I actually drop the fuel and then I just, nice. I focus on using the gun rammer with durability and turbo instead. That's for my close quarters combat. But I like the fuel on maps like this, where later on, it could end up with me having to drive possibly another kilometer, even maybe upslope to be able to actually get into the fight. So this Conqueror, I guess I could just intuition switch out and just fire HE at him, couldn't I? Why don't I do that? Oh. Yeah, so yeah, I don't use a gun rammer on this vehicle because I feel like, for me personally, it's all about the mobility. On tanks, I have two ideologies. One is make the weaknesses no longer weak, or make the strength strong. But here's the thing, on this vehicle, because of its alpha damage, I don't really feel like the gun rammer adds that much when you can just basically deal with... That thing's armor is crazy. I might be able to hit him through the side, through one of the hatches there. Just give me your lower plate, lad. Yes. So on this vehicle, I feel like using a gun rammer doesn't really amplify its strength that much because of its high alpha damage. Now, if I'm playing a Tortoise, I must use a gun rammer. If I'm going to want to have the rate of fire, I'll play a Tortoise. This isn't a Tortoise, this is more of a vehicle which is designed to sustain itself. Does this Patton tank need help, or is he okay? Does he need help? Does he need help?
Moving to support you.
Oh, Patton tank. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Okay, go on then. Okay, he doesn't need help. Fine. 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 So yeah, on a Tortoise, I'm always going to use the gun rammer because I want to have the extra... I want to have the extra firepower, right? That tank is all about damage per minute and locking its opponent's tracks down and farming them. On this vehicle, because of the alpha damage, I feel like you have more than enough time to reload, and so I'd rather try to mitigate the weaknesses of the tank. Well, that wasn't sensible in Mono 3. You got lucky the first time, you were just stupid on the second time. And now I feel quite confident because I've got like all of my hit points, and I can use to invest them now later on in the battle. I want to push, but I'm just worried that the T-30 might start blasting me in the side. Trust me, you don't want to get blasted in the side in any tank, but also definitely not the T-95, which the whole point of this vehicle is catching up. I wonder if this guy realizes I can overmatch the whole of his lower hull. Doesn't look like he does. And now I have just all of that armor, so let's see if they can shoot my weak points. No. And this is where this tank, the pressure just builds and builds and builds and builds until they can't deal with it anymore. So let's talk about why this tank and the Tortoise are getting great win ratios. That is because in a game about tanks, armor matters. It's as simple as that. In a game about tanks, armor matters. Sometimes. I mean, against... you have weak points, and sometimes people can just load gold to compensate for armor. But it does matter inside the game, irrelevant of how people go, oh, everyone just loads gold. Well, when your armor is this good, even if they load gold, they still have to aim at your weak points. Wow. That was a really bad shot by me. I should have... Look at his upper hull. From that angle, I basically have to hit clean on his lower plate. Crazy. Are we going to lose the base? You think you can run. You can't run from the zoom turtle. Try and face hug me? Oh, I'm just throwing now. Put my gun in the way of his. There we go. Pattern tank can finish him. That was bad play by me. I should have hit that guy. Also, I should have just loaded gold rounds and shot him in the upper hull. But yeah, that's just my bad. So this game is really interesting now. So this is where having the fuel and the turbo will give me a chance to possibly win this battle. What do you mean, QB? Well, imagine if I'm really slow. If I can't get into the fight now, it doesn't matter if I've got a gun rammer and I reload like 1.5 seconds faster. It's irrelevant. If I can't manage to actually put some pressure on my opponents, and especially look at me going uphill now, you might be thinking, is fuel really necessary? But here's the thing, I'm never actually at my top speed. Now I am going along the flat, but now going uphill, look, we're actually going down to like 17, 16, and that is with the 10% extra engine power that we're going to have the fuel. If I wasn't using the fuel, I'd probably be down to like 13 or 12 right now. So it's actually increasing my speed up the slope. Massively. Massively. It's more than the 10% I would expect. Because remember, your weight isn't increasing on the vehicle, but your engine power is just getting better. So it's no extra weight on the tank to be able to get that extra grunt out of the engine. Okay, so they got someone in the cap circle. I'm going to switch to a gold round here for the Jagdtiger so I can have a better chance of going through his structure. I also want to try and harass the Centurion. I've got to watch out that I don't get zinged in the side by the STRV. Oh, big moment. Easy money. There's that STRV over there. And there must be a Skoda in the cap circle then. Alright, man. T-95, the unstoppable zoom turtle. I want to see if I can get rid of this Centurion in all honesty. I think that's the priority right now, is get rid of this Centurion. Yeah. Gotcha. Some of my favorite voice acting in the game is the American female voice acting. I think whoever did a fantastic job, and it was one of the first bits of custom voice acting inside the game, so hats off to the voice actress who did the job. Oh, I should have pre-aimed for that. We should have him here. Go. Gotcha, that's the one. That's the one that always gets me. It's that gotcha that does it. Badonk. Gold round ricochet. Let's go after this Jagdtiger now. I can probably take him out with it. HE shell. Okay. Unstoppable zoom turtle. Getting nailed in the side. The STRV is there, so I'm going to try and use this. Okay, he missed. He missed his shot, so I'm actually going to advance at him while he missed his shot and then use the Mark IV. So who's faster, a T-95 or a Jagdtiger? Who's faster, a T95 or a Yak Tiger, boys and girls? I can tell you, it's not the Yak Tiger. Probably. I've got a better power weight to weight ratio with him with the fuel and the turbo on this vehicle. Cool. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the best candidates for a pattern. Pattern, go cap. Okay. I will go over here. I will cut him off. No. Pattern, go cap. Pattern, go cap, please. Please. Please cap. I need the pattern to cap. Why is the Conqueror... We just need to cap. If the Conqueror stays here and the pattern caps, then I can hold this position.
Fall back.
Oh. Okay then, I cap. I'm not doing any tomfoolery into the corner. I'm not doing this tomfoolery into the corner. This is just stupid. Okay, so what should happen is the tank that has view range should be in the cap circle, and I'm over here covering him. Oh my lord, the STRV's over there. Come cap. Oh, this is just ridiculous. I'm not driving a kilometer over to get to the STRV. Oh, this pattern tank. This could end up being an absolute unmitigated disaster, boys and girls, because I can tell you the STRV, he will be able to spot me and shoot me from anywhere on this map. Able to spot me and shoot me from anywhere on this map. To be fair, that STRV, I didn't expect him to go after the Conqueror in that way. If the pattern hides behind me, we should be okay. Okay, so I've got to try and think about this. So, if the guy's going to approach me, he'll probably approach me from over here. I don't think he'll go and hit the middle of the map. So, I've just got to be ready to run effectively or turn my armor towards him. Or do we have to just try and ricochet him and force him to come to me? I think if I sit at the back of the cap circle, what will happen is he can't spot me from here if I sit still. He'll have to approach me from this kind of an angle. I don't think he'll make it in time. Go on then, Mr. Patton. You can hide behind me. Yeah, I know. Should just listen to my cap call a little while ago, and then we would have had it. Oh, it's tense. It's exciting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. GG. We create... Oh, he nearly got the shot in. Oh, my word. He actually hit the pattern tank right at the end. Well played to that STRV. They gave it a really good go. But we win. And that's the T95 for you. So, look. Try the build. Try the build. If you hate the T95 because it's too slow, just go and try the build. Honestly. Like, sometimes QuickyBaby's madness actually works. Bounty protection technology, or just a regular one. Durability, and a turbo, with fuel instead of the repair kit. If you do this, I would thoroughly recommend to also have armorer on your gunner, which will mean that if your gun does get hit, it isn't the biggest of deals. So well played to that STRV. They did a really good job at the end, nearly took it to us, but we get an ace tanker for our 5,700 combined. Man, I love tier 9. I just go out and say it. Absolutely love tier 9. I think it's one of the best tiers in the game. It's probably the most fun tier for me. Absolutely love playing tier 9. It's why it really worries me when Wargaming are adding in premium tanks left, right, and center, especially vehicles like the Object 752 that are just as good as other tier 9 heavies. Because as soon as they're better, then I worry that my most enjoyed tier in World of Tanks might end up becoming another tier 8, which isn't very fun in 2023. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was it for today with playing the best tier 9 tanks inside the game. We got an 80% win ratio today. We only lost that concept game. Horrible round in the G-Saw. But still, to get 4,000 combined with having one game where we did nothing, it's a great result for me. So, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And let me know what you think is the best tier 9 in the comments down below. And once again, Merry Christmas to all of you who are celebrating or have just such a magical holiday season at this time of year. And don't play too much World of Tanks. Go spend it with your friends and family as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.